Today I'll be teaching you how to make trouser pants. This is not for stretchy fabric, this is for normal fabric. Already we have tutorial on how to make female stretchy fabric on this channel. Straight to our business, we are making female trouser pants for non-stretchy material today. That's what we are making. So, and what we are going to need is a length measurement. The first measurement is the length, our waist, our hip, our thigh measurement, that is the roundness, then the nail measurement as well, that is the circumference. That's all that we are going to need. But if you are familiar with my trouser making on this channel, the first thing we have to do is to calculate our back height. And to do so, to calculate our back height, we are going to divide the hip by 16. Also, we are going to divide the hip by 32. That is the calculation we are going to need. For this trouser we are making, the hip is 44. So if you divide the hip by 16, that's 44 divided by 16, that will give us 2.75. That is 2.5 quarter. And the second one is 44 divided by 32. That will give us 1 quarter and 1/8. So those are the calculation we are going to be using. Yeah, please, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, I want you to do so now, because on this channel we are going to be teaching ourselves on how to improve in our sewing journey. So the first thing now is the back height. That is the first thing we have to take note of. And according to our calculation, the first one is 44 divided by 32, is the hip, divided by 32, and that gives us 1 quarter 1/8. This is 1 quarter 1/8, not up to 1.5. But in this case, we can round it up to 1.5. We are still good to go with that. So let's proceed. After marking our back height, the next thing is our length measurement. The length measurement is 38, so we are just going to mark it straight. With this measurement, with this type of method, we only add 1 inch to the main length. That will give us 39 inches. That's all. Then to proceed, we are going to divide the hip by 4. Our hip is 44 divided by 4, that will give us 11. Then we mark it here, that will give us 11. Our measurement will start from this back height, 11 inches. So here is it. The next thing is the hip circumference. We are going to add 1 inches plus the hip circumference. We are going to have 1 inch, that is his allowance, to the hip. Hip is 44 plus 1, that gives us 45. Then 45 divided by 4, that will give us 11 quarter. If you want this freer, your his allowance can be 1.5. But because I want the hip to be prominent, so that's why I'm using 1. We are done with the hip measurements. The next thing now is a crotch line extension. This is the crotch line. If you want to get your crotch line, these are crotch line. Sorry, these are crotch line. So to get a crotch line without any problem and accurately, you just divide the hip by 4. That will give you the accurate crotch line measurement. So the next thing now is the crotch line extension. Crotch line extension is 44 divided by 32, and that gives us 1 quarter, and that gives us 1 quarter and 1/8. Here is it, 1 quarter and 1/8. But you are going to add additional ½ inch here, and then you go down here as well by ½ inch. So that is it. While drafting this thing, you are going to know the reason why we have this additional half-inch extension and half-inch downward for our hip line. The hip line is hip divided by 16. The hip line is hip divided by 16. That gives us 2.5 quarter. So we mark our 2.5 quarter. We mark our 2.5 quarter here. I hope you are getting it. So sorry, that's a hip line. From this hip line now, you just go down, not up to half. You can make it half quarter. You can make it quarter. Then you now connect. If you have your, so from this downward, from there, you are going to connect it to this place. Then you go to this place. Then you now go up. So that is it. But I will keep saying it. If you have your money, please go for the necessary equipment. Now moving on. The next thing is to determine our tie line. Our tie line is hip divided by 16, so we can make it 1.5. So we measure from our crotch line downward. That will give us our tie line. That will give us our tie line. This is our tie line. I hope you are getting it. If you have any question, please ask me. Then moving on, the next thing is our tie. The next thing is our knee line. The next thing is our knee length. The knee length we are making use of is 21. So you measure from here at 21. So here is our knee length. So now back to the circumference. We determine the midpoint on our crotch line. We determine the midpoint from our crotch line. That is 13.5 divided by 2. After determining the midpoint here, we are going to transfer the midpoint down on each line. So we are having 6.5 1/8. We are going to extend it downward. That's it. And our tie circumference is 26. 26 divided by 2, that will give us 13. The midpoint of 13 is 6.5. So we're having actual 13.5. Let me connect it immediately. But at times we might have some that. Then the knee circumference. The knee circumference is 16 plus 1, making 17. So 17 inches divided by 4. That will give us 4 quarter. That will give us 4 quarter. Then the circumference, the curve. The curve is 10 plus 4. That will give us 14. 14 divided by 4. That will give us 3.5. So the 3.5 will be on the center. Then we mark our 7. That is 14 divided by 2. That gives us 7. But in order to balance it, that's why we divided by 4. So the next thing now is to connect all the points or all the joints together. The next thing now is to connect all the connection. Here is it. Then we go to the tie line here as well. Straight to this place. That's it. Then here we have to connect it to this upper part, so that will give us balance waistline. That is it. So this is what we have to cut out. And mind you, this very pattern I'm using invisible zip. That's why I didn't add any zip flap here. But if you want to use front zip, we only add a zip flap here. But in our next tutorial, we are making palazzo trousers, so we are going to make use of the zip. Just stay tuned, and please hit the subscribe button now in order not to miss my next tutorial. We are going to use this front pattern to cut out the back. So this won't be enough, so I'm going to add to this place. So let's proceed. Also, the first thing now is to determine the back height for the back, and to do so we are going to divide the hip by 16. That will give us 2.75 or 2.75 or 2.5 quarter. So we are going to mark it here. I want to leave it like this. That is it. But make sure the front side didn't shift. So here we are going to extend it by 1 inch. Here we are going to extend it by 1 inch. Then for the back, we are going to add 2 inches to it. These 2 inches is meant for the joining of the trouser. We are going to join it into that is it. So just connect this place. Then we connect it from here now to this place. Then we're going to connect that place as well. We're almost done with our pattern drafting. The next thing now is our waist measurement. The waist measurement is 37. So 37 divided by 4. 37 divided by 4, that will give us 37 divided by 2, that will give us 18 and a half. So we measure what we have here, 18 and a half. This is 11 and a half. Then you are going to minus this 11 and a half from the 18 and a half we have. That will give us here 18 and a half will be here. But our 18 and a half, we are going to add that allowance. The dart allowance is 1 inch. I'm making use of 1 inch for the dart allowance. Then also my side joining, I want it to be 1 inch, so that's why I'm adding this extra 1 inch. This extra half inch. Sorry, this extra half inch. Already we have half inch for the back among this joining allowance, so I'm adding an extra half inch to it. So this is what we are going to take down and connect to this place. So we mark you note our hip line area here. So we are still coming back to that. Now the next thing is you measure half inch away here. What we have here is 28 quarter. So we just move it forward as well. That's half inch away from this line as well. So that's how to determine where this thing will fall. So that is it. We are done. The next thing is to calculate if we have get our hip line perfectly. The hip line is 45. So here we have 11, and the hip line is 45. 45 divided by 4, that will give us 22 and a half. So what we have here is 11 and a half. Then from 2 inches here. So you extend the 11 and a half. Yeah. This one should be 22 and a half. So here is a 22 and a half. So that's how to get it perfectly. Here is it. So with this method, we are going to get the trouser design perfectly. So now let's proceed. And please, before I proceed, if you have any question, make sure you drop your comments. And we have this tutorial very helpful. Please like this video and subscribe for more tutorial. So now the next thing now is to connect this back height to align with the front height as well. So we are going to move from here. We are moving straight to this place. So this is it. I think we are done with the trouser design, with the trouser pattern. So let me cut the back out. Let me cut the back piece out. It doesn't matter how fancy you draft your pattern. The best thing is the result. What we have to go after is the results. So please bear that in mind. This is the front pattern. This is the front pattern, and this is the back pattern. And this pattern is meant for non-stretchy material. With this, we've come to the end of this trouser pants drafting. Thanks for watching, and please, if you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.